Hello and welcome to my unboxing and reboxing today of Catan, the Explorers and Pirates 5 to 6 player expansion. They used to call this an extension. Now apparently it says it's an expansion. Either way, it's what takes Explorers and Pirates to the next expanded level so that we can have 5 to 6 players. So this expansion does require Catan. It does require a Catan 5 to 6 player expansion. And then it also requires Catan Explorers and Pirates. As you can see, it does tell you that right here. And this is not plastic wrapped. It just had the two little circle stickers on each side that I cut through. And the first thing that we have in the box is a bag of wooden components, another bag of components, two little stands, and two tuck boxes. Then we have our rule book and mission guide, and then we have punch boards. So this is the new 6th edition 2025 release version of this. However, I have a 5th edition version of Explorers and Pirates, so I'm going to pull it out in just a minute and compare the two and show you how it differs when adding that in. But first, let's take a look at what's in this box. So our rules guide is a 8-page rule book here, mostly made up of the scenarios and changes to the setup and things. But then we have our components guide here in the front. And so for our punch boards here, there should be 12 coins, 6 times 3 gold and 6 times 1 gold. There should also be 9 C hexes. So these first two punch boards are the same. They have 3 C hexes. They have the 1 gold coin and the 3 gold coin. The 1 gold coins look like this on the front, and the 3 golds look like that. And then on the back, they have those actual numbers there for the 1s and 3s. You'll also notice that the back of these hexes is this beautiful navy color. So with 2 of each type of coin and 3 hexes from these punch boards, I get 6 C hexes and 4 of each coin. Then on our next punch board, we have 2 more C hexes, 2 more of each coin, but then we also have our 2 pirate lair tokens. So those pirate lair tokens look like this, and on the back, they look like this. Then we have another one of our C hexes. So we're currently at 8. Let me see, 3, 6, and then 8. Yeah, okay. So we had 3, 3, and then 2. So that was 8 hexes. Our last C hex is right here on this board. Additionally, on this board, we have 2 of our number tokens. We have a 2 and a 3. We also have a forest and a mountain. So it explains that there are parrot hexes and there are goose hexes. This is the parrot forest, and this is the goose mountain. So you can see the difference between the parrots and the geese. This is a goose number disc, and this is a parrot number disc. So the 2 is for the parrots, and the 3 is for the goose. Then we have another punch board. We have a 4, 5 mountain pasture hill. And the pasture and hill are both geese, and the 4 is a geese. The mountain and the 5 are parrots. They look like this on the one side and like this on the other. Then we have another punch board with a 9 and a 10. The 9 is parrot, the 10 is geese. We have our gold fields. We have a gold field for parrot and a gold field for goose, and then we have a field that is for parrot. That looks like this on the one side, like this on the other. And then our last punch board has 2 paired player markers with plastic bases. That's this 1 and 2 ships here. And we have 2 player aids here. So these go with the plastic bases. And this is the player 1 marker and player 2 marker. This has new paired player rules that replace the special building phase in the previous 5 to 6 player expansions. So this does have different rules than previous 5 to 6 player expansions. Next, we have pieces here. We have this little bag was the cruise, I believe, and spice sacks. So we get 12 spice sacks. We have 18 cruise, 9 of each color. That's what we have here. So the cruise look like this. And the spice sack looks like this. And then we have a big bag, and this one contains our new 2 fish hauls, these here, as well as 4 harbor settlements in each color. Okay, and that looks like this, the harbor settlement. And we have 4 purples as well. We have 1 pirate ship in each color. They look like this. We have 3 regular ships in each color. They look like this. We have 3 mission markers in each color. They look like this. And we have 4 settlers, 2 of each color. They look like this. So now, before I build the boxes and pack everything back up, I'm going to get out the 5th edition expansion. So this is the 5th edition expansion here, one that's just for 3 to 4 players. So if we compare the pieces, I'm going to compare with orange here. So our player aid cards here are blue instead of in the player color, but that's fine. They're still, everything's in a slightly different order, but everything is actually the same on here. And there's a guide to the pieces that we don't have anymore for this. But when we compare the actual pieces, so the cruise look like with the orange might be a tiny bit narrower, but you'd really have to be looking to tell the difference in size. You'd really have to compare them side by side. If you're comparing them just on different hexes even, you're not going to tell the difference between the cruise. The harbor settlements, there's a tiny slight height difference, but again, if you're not holding them next to each other, you're not going to see that difference. They're really, really similar. For the ships, again, have a tiny bit of a height difference, but we're talking maybe a millimeter. We're talking really, really close to each other. The pirate ship, honestly, I can't tell a difference between the pirate ships at all, except for the color. The discs are quite different. So the circles, you can see, have a significant height difference here. But I don't think that's going to be a problem playing the game together at all. Settlers here, I think these are actually the same, the settlers. I can't tell the difference. So I'm going to put the orange pieces back in this bag, and then we'll compare the hexes and see how the hexes look side by side, and these other pieces here. Okay, so for the pirate lair token, The originals versus the new ones are the same size. So from the 5 versus the 5th versus 6th. So this is the old one on the right, and this is the new one on the left. So you can see the gold coins are a slightly different color that matches the new coin color. And this one just looks like it's got more sun going on, but they're the same size and will easily be used together. So the coins from the 5th edition looked like this. They're double-sided, they just got 3s and 1s on them, as opposed to the new ones look like this. And are not double-sided. I mean, they're double-sided, they're not the same on both sides. So the coins definitely are different, but again, I don't think that's going to be a problem for playing together. Now these hexes here, you can see the Goldfield hexes. You can see the art style is quite different between the two. They're not going to look the same. And the art style is going to be different there, but the hexes themselves are actually the same size. There's no size differential here, so it's just aesthetic that it's not going to quite match. And so if we come down into this bag that has some of our other hexes in it, we can see here is Hills and Hills. Okay, this is the 5th edition. This is the 6th edition 5 to 6 player expansion. You can see different coloring, but you can still tell what it is. Pastures, again, the art is a bit different, but it's still pretty evident. This one is 5th edition. This one is the new 5 to 6 player expansion. Mountains, again, the art is just not quite the same, but it's definitely close enough that I wouldn't have a problem playing with these. Forests are quite different. The green coloring is just different. I mean, this looks like some sort of a spring meadow forest versus a very, I don't even know how to explain it, but the coloring is just quite different between the two forests, but they're still very much forests. So the new ones just seem a lot brighter overall. Like there's just more sunshine here. Okay, the one we haven't looked at yet is Fields. There are fields in here, yes. Okay, and so Fields, again, different art. This is the new one, this is the old one, but very usable together. And the C hexes themselves, the new ones have more texture to the waves, but otherwise they're the same. The numbers in the 5th edition are a very solid color background. The numbers in the new 5 to 6 player expansion are like an ombre color going from white to tan instead of just a solid tan. But again, these are the same size. Not concerned about being able to use them all in the same game. If anything, it makes it easier to separate them back out if you don't want them all stored together. I'm going to pack back up everything that belonged in my 5th edition box here. We talked about everything that came here. So now we're going to pack up our new 5th and 6th expansion here. So first I'm going to put the tiles in, and then I'm disappointed we don't have bags, honestly, but tuck boxes are okay, I guess. Oh, the one thing I didn't compare here is the spice sacks and fish. Here's one of the old and one of the new spice sacks. These are exactly the same size. The old ones are a lighter brown versus a slightly darker brown. So just the colors don't match up. But if anything, that's just going to make it a little bit easier to separate them back out rather than having to count when combining. Then let's see about the fish. The fish, same thing. They are the exact same size. We just have, the new ones are dark gray and the old ones are light gray. So I'm not concerned about those at all either. Okay, get our first and second player tokens in. I don't have any bags that came with this except for this little one for those stands, but I'm going to use it for the fish and the spice sacks because I don't want these loose in case the box gets dumped. But I guess I will put these tokens all in loose. There isn't a better way of storing it right now. So there we go. And this is what our box looks like here. We will add in our expansion rules and replace the lid. And we have unboxed and reboxed Catan, the Explorers and Pirates 5 to 6 player expansion. If this video was helpful to you at all, if you would give us a like and a subscribe and come back for more videos. Thanks.